Hello, Cancer. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. First card out for you is happy, happy. Oh my gosh. I mean, obviously, this card is showing a lot of happiness and good energies flowing to you this week, which is so amazing. It feels like your energy is really light and exuberant. There's almost like a spiritual ecstasy that I'm feeling. So I do wonder if some of you are going to be partying or even like doing deep meditations and finding that spiritual ecstasy from literal spiritual means, or if this is like the happiness, the ecstasy from connecting deeply with the people around us through ritual, through party, through heart-to-heart conversations, snuggling, things like that. There's a lot of feel-good hormones I'm actually picking up on for you this week. So I do wonder if there's going to be an experience where you have a lot of these feel-good hormones coming in all at once. And if that's the case, I would just like to remind you guys that what comes up must come down. For example, when you drink and you have a great night out, you can sometimes get a hangover. Or if you have a really deep, soulful connection with someone and you connect in a very beautiful way, you're going to end up missing them. And that's life. That is the beauty of life. That is the balance of life. And so I am seeing a big spike in your happiness this week. Just keep in mind the beautiful neutrality. These moments come, these moments go, and you don't need to cling to them because they're not going to last forever. And I mean that in like a positive way. Like life just has this beautiful way of always going back to our center. So yeah, I don't know. Next we have crocodile, which is a water animal, just like you are a water energy. And this talks about waiting, lurking. I feel like there may be someone kind of lurking on you, checking you out on social media, not really saying anything, who is really missing you. That's what I'm getting. I am seeing a lot of people looking at you. Here's the thing, even if you're not on social media, this is even like out in public. Like say you go to a bar, you may notice a lot of people looking at you or wanting to come up to you but feeling a little shy. You're giving off that kind of energy. Like you're really glowing, you're thriving, you're beautiful. And you just have this energy about you. It's hard to describe. Like actually this visually depicts it very beautifully. Notice how she's radiating all these beautiful colors and stars and smiling so brightly and free. Like that's the energy you're giving off. And even on the table, like the crocodile is next to this card looking at her, lurking in the depths, lurking in the shadows. And I'm not saying this crocodile is a bad negative influence. It's just someone there who has a lot of feelings, or they're just enchanted by you. You have an enchanting energy this week. We have guilt coming out. Cancer, I'm getting like multiple meanings in this card. I actually feel like someone may feel guilty towards you by like how they treated you, for how they treated you. They may be feeling guilty about hurting you or leading you on. I'm seeing someone, actually it feels like multiple people in your life feeling guilty. And it's interesting, Cancer, because I feel like when Pluto moved into Aquarius, the cardinal signs really, really ended a massive cycle where they were constantly giving and pouring and going through struggles and challenges. And now it feels like the cardinal signs time to receive. And I feel, Cancer, that perhaps you were the one who really gave to people, to situations who did not return your energy in the past. And you may have been underestimated. People took you for granted. A lot of people didn't realize how much potential, creativity, hard work, how much of a force you are, how goddess or godlike your energy is. And I feel like that astrological transit that happened in mid-January 2024 shifted you into this place. And you'll be in this place for the next few decades where people are going to be like, oh, holy crap, Cancer actually has it going on. And so the people who took you for granted, I want to say within the past like 18 years or so, they are really going to regret it. They're starting to regret it, especially in February. I don't know why. This is a strange message. I feel like for some of you, if you have a strained relationship with your mother and she is still alive, okay, those two things have to be connected. I see it's very important that both of those two things are in your life. Strained relationship with your mother and she's still alive, this message is for you. I feel that she may be feeling guilty towards your upbringing or, the lack of time, affection, energy she was able to give you. And so I do wonder if you're going to start feeling some of that guilt psychically, or if she's going to try talking to you about it and bringing it up or showing signs of that. That's interesting. Some of you may be feeling your own guilt for kind of, how do I put this? People pleasing, or putting your work before the people you really do want to support and nurture. How do I put this? It's like you may be feeling guilty about these past several years where you were people pleasing and people were taking you for granted. It was before you sort of had this wake up call, and you may be thinking to yourself like, wow, like all of the time wasted. All of the time that I could have been in my power and standing up for myself and setting strong boundaries. However, you can't think like that, because those years were valuable in their own right for different reasons. So, I don't know. Let go of the self-guilt and notice how other people may be feeling guilty towards you. We're going to get some tarot this week from the Light Seers Tarot. 6 cards, 2 rows of 3. They're all face down, so let's see. First card out is the 5 of Cups in reverse. I feel this week that you are overcoming your attraction to someone, or you're kind of finishing up a mourning period, it feels like. For some of you, this really actually feels like, again, someone did you dirty in the past several months, probably even the past several years, like someone who wasn't treating you right, someone who wasn't there for you. I feel like, you had a little piece of your heart in them, and it was really kind of difficult for you to stop thinking about them or really let them go. And you were in a place where it was like, if they ever came back into your life, you may have forgiven them and accepted them back. But I feel honestly this week that you're sort of transitioning out of that, and now you're in a space of, I don't know if I would let them back in if given the opportunity. I think enough time has passed and continues to pass, and it feels a lot like you are settling into a new perspective where you are looking at the present moment, enjoying it fully, and going with that instead of longing for something that is no longer in your life, for someone that is no longer in your life. It's like, let me enjoy my friends, my people now. Let me enjoy my work, my projects, my hobbies now, here in the present moment, and stop pining over people who are lost to me, who have decided they didn't want me. And you may still be psychically picking up on their energy, which may have confused you and kept you in that place of not really fully getting over it or healing from it, but I feel like you're successfully getting over it this week. Second card out is the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, I am, the Chariot upright talks of travel, and I'm seeing the Chariot reverse in your reading as, ironically, just staying in, doing your own thing, being productive, or, being lazy, relaxing. That's what I'm seeing for you. Kind of gathering your energy up, filling your own cup up. Third card out is the Wheel of Fortune. Very positive, unexpected energies coming in, unexpected blessings. Honestly, I feel like karma is something that's standing out here. And, I don't want to take happiness in saying that people in your past who took you for granted are now really regretting it. However, I have been feeling this shift, not just for you, but for a lot of people in the collective. I don't know what it is about February, which is the time I'm filming this, or if you're watching this later on, you'll resonate with these energies. There's something about this time where I just feel like, first off, the goddess Sekhmet came forward to me with like an agenda that she has for humanity. So she may be tied into this, but I just feel like people who have long been getting away with taking others for granted, putting others down, inflating their own ego or sense of self-worth, self-importance, and remaining in their wounds, in their traumas, not healing them, not growing, and in the process of remaining in those wounds, hurting others, woo, they're gonna get their karma. I've been feeling this so strongly. I don't take pleasure in saying that, but you will notice this in your own life. The people who took you for granted, your hard work, your love, your dedication, your devotion, they're gonna get their karma. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. And you will see it plain as day all around you. If you look at the signs, notice the signs around you. And the thing is, if you're noticing those signs as you're listening to this already, that is also a sign that you are going to get your good karma for acting with integrity and choosing love over fear and being loyal, committed, and trying your best to do what's right by people, do what's right by relationships, and being open and honest about your feelings. I feel like you've been doing that, and you are going to essentially gain power and recognition in this world. You're leveling up in this world. You're glowing you're literally this energy that we just described. Okay? And those who were the ones taking people like you for granted, they're in this energy, lurking in the shadows. It's like they cultivated a false sense of power that came from putting other people down, that came from inflating their own walls and the ego, not inflating their true self within, which is love and peace and harmony. And that may have worked for them for a while. They may have had that power, that peace that came from that, but it wasn't real, it wasn't grounded, and it shattered. And it is shattering. Like that illusion is shattering. And only what's authentic and divine and peaceful and real with a high sense of integrity is being empowered in February, or at the time that you're watching this. And that's you. So, Second row of cards out. Fourth card is the Seven of Wands. Exactly. Would you look at that? I feel like the universe is protecting you from these people. You may notice it in weird ways. Like you may notice that like people from your past who took you for granted may accidentally get their social media accounts deactivated out of nowhere. They may crash their car, get hit by a car. That was a very specific example. I apologize. I don't mean to say that to scare people. It's just that happened to someone I know. They're okay. They did not get injured, but that literally happened to someone I know. So that's why I gave that example. I just realized how crazy that sounds coming out. Your enemies are going to get hit by a car. Like, what? No. And you're being protected. And it's like the opposite for you, where it's like, when people try to do wrong by you, it's like they're immediately exposed for it. They stumble upon their words, or it messes up, or there's some sort of like instantaneous karma. You're really protected by some strong deities and spirits, ancestors. Not only that, but you're protected by your own inner authenticity, peace, and love that you've cultivated. Your good energy and karma protects you. You don't even need the protection of spirits outside of yourself, but you have that too. You have people defending your peace all around you. And you know what? I feel like in a lot of light workers, a lot of loving individuals, I feel like shadowy entities or energies will try to send distractions to people like you. People who are light workers, people who want to do good by this planet. We're at a time and age where you will be sent distractions, and I feel like your spirit guides are just beating away those distractions left and right. So it's very interesting. I'm also seeing increased meditation, spiritual practice for a lot of you this week. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of you are just focusing on your own story. Like this isn't even a love reading. I'm going to be honest with you. This is like focusing on yourself, your wealth, your well-being, your ideas, growing your ambitions. And, you know, just taking really good care of yourself. A lot of you are focusing on cultivating more financial independence for yourself at this time, and you will be successful in that. There's increased business, increased money. There could be some unexpected money coming through as well. And final card out for you is the Hanged Man. Very spiritual week indeed, seeing things from a new perspective. Man, I just feel, and it's also one thing I'm seeing, some of you may be getting like a newer spirit guide working with you. If you're someone who communicates with spirits and connects to the divine in that way, you may be getting a newer spirit guide working with you at this time who is extremely powerful. And I feel like they are allowing you to see things from a whole new perspective and just bring you into a whole new energy. So it's cool. And this week feels really chill as well. I'm not seeing a ton of travel and movement for like the majority of you. I feel like you're just like on your grind doing your thing and finding happiness in that. So yeah, it's really cool. I like this week for you. Thank you for joining me. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of the week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.